I said blue moon, you're so standing alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. I said blue moon, you're so standing alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Did Barcelona win the league already?
I don't think so. They have 6 more games.
6. Real Madrid won't come back, though.
Yeah, they will. I have belief in Benzema.
Benzema is like 3rd top goal scorer. Like Lewandowski, no one hears about him anymore, but he's doing decent.
Yeah, he scored today.
Yeah,
Again,
well, they won 4-1. I mean 4-0, so
Yeah.
it's pretty obvious that he scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benzema only has 17 goals.
Actually, how many does Lewandowski have? Lewandowski.
19.
19.
And there's this random guy named Joselu, who's 3rd. He plays for Espanyol. But Benzema, he's really inconsistent. He scores, like, he goes on a big drought, and then, was it today? Or, like...
Yeah, he scored today.
He scored a hat-trick today, I think.
Did he? No, because Rodrigo scored and...
Oh, no, he did score a hat-trick today.
He did?
Yeah,
Man,
he did.
Benzema's just too good.
Yeah, but without him, they wouldn't have won. It was 4-2 against Almeria, who are basically like, oh no, they're 15th. They're not that bad.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the most shocking result today has to be 6-0 Brighton Wolves.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
That-
Brighton were good, but Wolves sucked.
I mean, they're usually not. Wolves are usually a decent team, and Brighton are usually a decent team as well. But this result is shocking.
Wolves have really good players like Diego Costa, but he's
Matthias
just old.
Nunes.
He was terrible today. Terrible. Like, he lost the ball every time he got the ball. And it leaded into half the goals. Did you see the chip?
No,
You didn't see the...
I didn't watch the game. I woke up and then I saw the score and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, Dennis Undav, he won the ball from Nunez, and from like a tight angle, he just chipped Jose Sa. It was crazy.
That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah. And you know Enciso?
Yeah?
He was good again today.
Damn. Okay, wait. So I'm seeing this here. It says, Chiellini is saying Inter Milan have an advantage over Milan in the Champions League semifinal. What do you think? What do you think that could mean?
AC Milan. Wait, so Inter have a higher chance?
Inter have an advantage.
Yeah. AC are just not inconsistent. They're not consistent. Like right now, they're not even in Champions League places in Serie A.
Yeah.
Like they go from beating Napoli like 4-0, and then they'll lose to like Sassuolo like 3-0.
It's crazy.
But they do turn up against the good teams. So that
But so does Inter.
sometimes they're both inconsistent teams.
They have the hardest route in the final, whoever wins that game. They'll either be playing Real Madrid or Man City.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to win that game?
I have to say Madrid.
Just because you don't like City?
No, just because I think Real Madrid are going to win because Real Madrid are better. And I'm thinking of, was it 2019-20? This when they lost, when the City won, and then
I think that was last season.
last season was it? No, it was a few seasons ago now.
No, it was last season. What? No, when City lost in the final?
No,
Or when they lost to Real Madrid?
that was last season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was last season. It's not the greatest moment. Like, it's not good.
Well, I just want to talk about Liverpool for a second. They are the most inconsistent team at the moment that we can agree on. 1 minute, they're beating Manchester United, my favorite team, 7-0, and then the next minute, they're losing to Bournemouth. Like, honestly, 7th place. They're not going to get. I don't think they're going to get Champions League position.
No, their last 5 games they haven't lost.
Yeah.
But there's teams like Aston Villa are really good.
Aston Villa. Though I think we're recording this on Saturday, the 29th of April. United plays Aston Villa tomorrow. What do you think is going to happen, Lucas?
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game because Aston Villa's attack really good. United have a decent defense, but it's just not the greatest.
Harry Maguire.
Because Martinez is injured, and is Varane back yet?
I don't think so. So I think it's going to be Lindelof and Shaw.
Yeah, because
Lindelof played good against Brighton in the final, though. He scored that penalty.
in the semi-final?
No, in the semi-final.
That was it was a good pen. But Maguire's so bad. Luke Shaw had to play center back for him.
Well, Luke Shaw is a center back now. And he's made space for Delo on the wing back. On the left back.
But Chelsea,
12th place. Am I seeing that right? Their last 5 games. L-L-L.
you know what though? They could still get relegated. I was looking at it. They're 10 points off relegation.
Oh, wow.
They have 29. Leicester City have 29. They're 18th. And that's the last, 18th, the last relegation spot. And Chelsea is, they have 39 points and they're bottom half of the table. If Wolves won today, they would have gone ahead.
Oh, wow.
And if Bournemouth won today, right?
They also have 2 games in hand to Crystal Palace and Wolves.
Yeah,
and
they do have
Brentford.
games in hand.
But their next game is against Arsenal.
Yeah, and then I think that one after...
And they play City, I think.
I'm pretty sure they play City... yeah, I think they play City after that, right?
I think so. No, 100%
No, definitely not. They play City May 21st.
Oh.
Yeah, Chelsea. They have so many good players. They just are terrible.
Yeah, they have a pretty easy coming.
Well, they do play Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, but it's going to be tough. I mean...
Because if Bournemouth are good.
Yeah, Bournemouth are good. I think they have Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, as we saw today, can put up a fight, but also can give away a game very quickly.
Easy game. Yeah. And then they play...
Man United after City on the 25th of May.
And then
Easy dubs for United.
And
Easy.
then they play Newcastle after that.
They have a hard next couple. They have a hard May. Let's just say.
They needed to pick up points against the easier teams. That they're just not picking up points again.
I mean, can you go to the past fixtures? Yeah. Like way before?
Like 2-0 Aston Villa, 0-0 Liverpool. That's a hard game.
That's a hard game.
1-0 Wolves. That's bad. 2-1 Brighton are good.
Brighton
That's
are
hard.
good.
And then
2-0 Brentford at home.
At home, that is terrible. But if you look at their transfer spend,
Over $500 million.
It's terrible.
It's ridiculous. And they've cheaped off the FFP rules because they hired their players on really long contracts.
Yeah.
So those don't work.
It's just not good from Chelsea. They're not doing transfers right now. They've got Enzo Fernandez, who was good in the World Cup, but for 124 mil.
He's not worth. I feel like he will be in the future, but right now
they bought him for. And then they got this random guy, Malo Gusto, who plays. They bought him for $36 million, and he plays for Lyon. And then after, they got this Noni Manduki guy for 36 mil. He's actually playing more games than Mudryk, and he's terrible. And then they got Mudryk 72. I think the worst signing of all time.
Yeah, he cannot pass. He just has speed. That's all he has. But do you think Arsenal have bottled the league?
Yes, for sure. They have 2 points off City. 2 points off City and...
City have 2 games in hand.
2 games in hand. So all they need, City, is a tie against Fulham and then they win the rest of the games, still in the league. Tie against Fulham and what is it? Fulham and West Ham.
Like, they have such easy games coming.
Look, Fulham, West Ham, Leeds,
And Brighton might be the
Everton,
only tough game.
Chelsea. But then they play Chelsea, who will be tough, and Brighton, who will be tough. But they can still afford to drop points those games. And still.
Yep.
Because Arsenal, like, they tied Southampton. And they were getting smashed by Southampton. They tied 3 in a row. It's just... And Arsenal, they have Chelsea, Newcastle, Brighton. 3 games that they're going to probably drop at least 2 points.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
Newcastle.
if they continue playing the way they've been playing, they're going to get smacked by Newcastle. They're going to get a hard win for Brighton.
And Chelsea they should be. Because Chelsea's
Chelsea they'll be, because it's Chelsea. And we all know how Chelsea's doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that United should sell De Gea?
They should sell him sooner than later because he's just going down in market value.
I agree.
And because they have so many goalkeepers in the, like, second goalies, like they have Dubravka, but Dubravka's getting old.
Dubravka's at Newcastle.
Isn't he on loan?
I
think he's on loan.
Is he on loan? I don't know.
Pretty sure. But he's not playing any games at Newcastle because Nick Pope is doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, yeah. But United, a lot of I feel like they need to start selling more players. They're just...
I think what they're going to do this summer is going to be doing a big club clear out.
Yeah.
Ten Hag wasn't given enough time at the beginning of last season to
I think it's
enough.
going to be like a restart, like Maguire.
Maguire's.
out.
I heard Maguire might go to Inter Milan with Lindelof as like a pair.
And there was rumors of him going to PSG too.
Oh my god, that's all PSG need.
Yeah.
Another amazing defenseman.
They're a bunch of donkeys. But also, what is it? Wilfred Zaha wants to go to Marseille.
He's getting old. If he wants to move, he should get one soon.
But he's still doing good. He's not terrible. He's still doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And Soyun Chu went to Atletico Madrid on free transfer. It's an odd one, but yeah.
Messi. Do you think that he's going to stay at PSG, or is he going to go somewhere else?
I think he wants to leave. PSG are also supporting him to leave.
I mean, you can see when he plays, he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to play.
Like, no one wants to play for in the French league, really. Like, unless, if you're the best player in the world, no, you don't want to play in the French league.
Yeah.
But if you're like, I would want to play in the French league, yeah. But like...
I mean, how can you be failing in European football so much when you have Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi? There's only one thing, and that is that they have no chemistry. Zero. Mbappe and Messi, they must not like each other after what happened at the World Cup. The fans boo Messi.
And then Neymar's just not even there.
And Neymar's always injured.
Yeah. But, what is it? PSG. I lost it. Never mind.
But, what's it called? So, Man United are going to get bought by, I think Shaquem Jassim is, I think, how you say his name. He's just submitted a world record bid of like $6 billion, I think it was.
Yeah.
And he said he wants to sign Neymar.
Yeah.
I think that's a bad idea.
Good for other people.
Yeah. I think what happened after Ronaldo, I think United's learned the lesson not to sign any big stars. But I think Neymar's different to Ronaldo, though, in that way. That
Yeah.
He's
Ronaldo could be really good and not also good at all.
yeah.
But what about, do you think João Cancelo is going to get bought by Bayern?
No.
Because you don't? You think
I don't.
You think he won't go back to City?
He's not going back to City, because
can't go
Bayern
back.
isn't going to buy him. I think he's not going to stay at City because just in the past few games, he's not been starting many games.
In
And
Bayern?
At Bayern,
Oh,
yeah.
he can't start because
And he's Davies, and
Alfonso Davies.
I mean, I don't know how Pavard is starting over him. Like that
Yeah,
confuses me.
they have so many good left backs. Like they have Fonzo, you know Masraoui.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Like they've Masraoui, he was so good. And yeah, and then they've Daley Blind, Lucas Hernandez. Like
He's injured though. He broke his leg, I think.
no, that's Neuer.
No, well, he's something with his leg.
Yeah.
I think it's a cruciate ligament injury.
And then they this Josip Stanisic is starting more games than like Joao Cancelo.
I mean, Joao Cancelo is gonna want to go to a club that will start him over anybody.
I think it would be.
Manchester United.
I think it's a Spanish league would be good for him.
I
Like
think
a
so, too.
Barca, Real Madrid.
I think a certain Real Madrid is gonna sign him.
Yeah. Also, Bundesliga, Bayern are selling the league.
They are selling so bad. Was it
Mines. Last 3-1 Mines.
Mines? Oh, I think Thomas Tuchel just needs time to settle. He came into Bayern and he had all these crazy games lined up after him.
But also, I think it serves Bayern right for firing Nagelsmann. Like,
Yeah, he was doing good.
Tuchel has lost more games since he's managed than Nagelsmann has lost in the whole season.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. But Dortmund are so inconsistent. Like, they got that chance. If they keep winning, they win the league for like the first time ever in like 10 years. And then they just tie. Like, great one.
So Ronaldo. So everyone on TikTok and YouTube, everyone's saying blaming Man United for how they treated him. Man United is so evil because they terminated his contract. But now what we're seeing in Saudi Arabia is as a pattern with Ronaldo at clubs he goes to from now on. He seems to think that he's such a big shot that he needs to be the center of attention wherever he goes. And as soon as Ten Hag came in and put him in his place, he didn't like that and got angry. So what do you think?
Yeah, but Ronaldo, Al Nassr, he has the right to be the center. Like
He does. But did you hear what happened? I mean, he did an inappropriate gesture to a bunch of people in the crowd. No one likes him. The president of Al Nassr said he's regretting signing him because he's complaining in the dressing room. He did. Let me show you this picture. I think I sent it to you already, but I'll show you again. He literally took an Al Hilal player down to the ground, just with no remorse. Look at this. Like, bro, he thinks he's the boss, and
but since he's Saudi,
he might be getting deported. Did you hear that? There's a Saudi court case with a bunch of lawyers that they've hired to try and deport him for all the bad stuff he's done.
is he gonna play in now he's gonna go to the
CPL. CPL.
No, but they signed like a 10-year contract with him.
No, it was
No, it's
2
like
year, but they
2
want
year.
him to become the president of Al Nassr.
I like
Saudi Arabian football.
He wants to be like the center, yeah, of all of it.
Yeah. So a Canadian player doing well abroad right now, I'd say, is Kyle Larin. Him at
he started off really
He
good.
started off really good. He's been in a bit of a rough patch right now. He scored last game.
He did. But the game before he got an assist.
Yeah.
So he's not scoring as often, but he's still playing well. But he's playing for a team that's fighting for relegation, so they're not exactly trying to win every game, but he's scoring, so it helps.
Now, Ismail Kone is a player nobody talks about.
Yeah.
And he is underrated at Watford.
Yeah.
How many does he
the problem is it would be good
if Watford were performing.
If Watford were good. They're a mid-table championship team right now. They can't do well. If you went to the Prem, that would have been really good for us, for Canadian soccer. But Watford just can't do anything. They don't have a great team.
They don't. Let's see. He's scored 0 goals, but he's been getting a lot of assists, good playmaking. mean, his
Yeah.
average rating is a 7.5 in all the games.
Yeah, that's good. Like, who is it? Alistair Johnson also. He's doing really. It's the Scottish League, so it's not.
Yeah.
But Celtic, they're winning they're winning every game. He's playing every game, other than one game where they're playing the worst team in the league. But that's reasonable.
Yeah.
But they just played Rangers and they won. They play Rangers again, like tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
Is it tomorrow they play?
I think so.
I think they play tomorrow. Pretty sure. Let's check. Because they played in the cup. Yeah, they play tomorrow. Oh no, they just played in the league and they play in the cup tomorrow.
Yeah, they played in the semi-final of
in
the
the FA Cup.
FA Cup. The Scottish FA Cup. Yeah.
And you have those two teams playing, and then you have the other FA Cup draw was like Falkirk. It was Falkirk and Inverness CT. Falkirk are, I think they're League One.
Oh.
League One Scotland. That is terrible. And then Inverness are Championship. Like, whoever wins Celtic versus Rangers will destroy the teams.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Alphonso Davies, another Canadian abroad.
After the World Cup, I thought he was doing pretty well.
He's been doing pretty well. He's been getting some good player ratings after games. He's injured, though, with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, pulled his hamstring. That's not great for Canada.
No, it's not.
But, yeah. But it serves right. He got injured, and they lost, so.
Yeah, that's a common trend.
Yep. It's pretty... Yeah, and then it was Tajon Buchanan. The news broke that he has verbally agreed that he will be going to Inter Milan.
That's a big deal for him. I mean,
huge. So, since he's a right wing back, that also means most likely Dumfries, as in some information, that Dumfries will also be leaving Inter Milan. Yeah. That he's been linked to other clubs like Man United, but
I don't think Denzel Dumfries would be a good fit for United.
Why?
I don't know. He doesn't seem...
He's good.
He's good, but, I mean, he's...
Like, who do you want? Wan-Bissaka? He's pretty young.
Wan-Bissaka's pretty good.
Dumfries is a better Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably want... I don't know.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka, he's okay.
He's been playing well.
He's not...
He's 27, Denzel Dumfries.
I thought he was younger. But he's just getting into his prime. So, how old is Wan-Bissaka? Like
25.
Yeah, I don't know. But who else he would?
Man United don't need a right back. They already they have Malakia. He can play in the left and the right. Malakia.
He's just not like Dumfries would be huge, way better. And David, he didn't score.
They have for the wing backs and the left backs and right backs. They have Luke Shaw, Diego Dello, Wan-Bissaka, and Tyrell Malacia. So that's 4, 2 in each side.
Yeah.
And then they'll have Varane and Lisandro Martinez as centre backs. That's a good defense. Except when they're injured. Right now. So and they're in shambles.
But Ten Hag is Dutch. Dumfries is Dutch, so it might fit the style of play he plays.
Yeah.
But then Malacia's not playing either. So.
Oh, yeah, Malacia's Dutch.
Yeah.
And so is Donny van de Beek, except he's injured. Jonathan David. He's been getting a lot of...
21 goals this season.
Is he tied with Mbappe, or is he still...
Mbappe is 22.
Oh!
But that's pretty good.
He's
one of the
close.
best players in the world. The new rising star. He's one goal behind him. And he plays for a way worse team. Just imagine if David played for PSG.
I wouldn't want that. Because I think...
I wouldn't want it too.
I think PSG is
But he would score more goals.
And score more goals, but PSG is also a place where players just
end your career.
Players go to die. Like the careers go to die.
You go to die, even though it's a decent team. So.
It's a decent team, but
It's a good place to go to die.
yeah. I mean, I think he'd thrive in the Premier League.
Yeah, yeah. Also,
He's beginning,
Bayern Munich is also wanting.
I think Bayern Munich don't need any more players. They just need to stick with the squad they have, let Tuchel build it, and just
But their attack is not good.
Gnabry, and then they have
But Gnabry and Sane's decent. Gnabry's
Mane,
Mane's always injured. And he's
Sadio,
older.
Mane, Sané, Gnabry.
But Gnabry, he's not been playing well.
No. And then you got Choupo-Moting.
He's like so old though. He's 34.
Bringing it back to United for a second. I know who they could sign for right back. Frimpong. He'd be a good player.
Yeah, he would. Frimpong.
So where do you think David's gonna go?
Well, there's links of him going to Tottenham. I do not.
I think that in the summer that he'll go to. I want him to go to United so very bad, but I feel like he's gonna go to Tottenham or Chelsea. That's what he's been linked with.
Especially if Kane leaves.
I think I'll read you where he's linked with right now. He's linked with PSG, Man United.
PSG? Yeah. PSG. Like they have that Eteki guy.
Ekitiki.
Yeah, I don't know. Hugo Ekitiki. Their attack, if Messi leaves, like Ekitiki scored 4 goals. I mean, he scored 4 goals this season. He's not exactly goal scorer.
I think Messi and Neymar will leave in the summer. I think Mbappe is just gonna
Mbappe is just.
is just gonna eat up all that money at PSG.
Yeah, so
And PayPal.
yeah, especially if Neymar and Messi leave, they're gonna try to sign David.
Yeah, hopefully. But David said he wants to go to Premier League.
Yeah, he does. Like that would be a smart decision.
But I feel like what's gonna happen if United sign Kane and they want David as well, David's just gonna end up sitting on the bench.
For Tottenham.
No, for United, if they sign both. But I don't think they will. I don't.
But Dave going to Tottenham because
Tottenham's also a place you end your career. Like,
but they have so many attackers.
it's too much.
Like he won't start over Richarlison.
No.
And who else? There's Richarlison, and then Kulusevski's on loan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they'll buy Kulusevski.
You think they'll buy Kulusevski?
Yeah.
But
I think Weghorst needs to leave. I mean, I love Weghorst. He's a power horse. He won't stop. But the man, he's
not good.
he runs like a dinosaur. I mean, I love him. I mean,
He needs to go back to the. Burnley will be in the Premier League.
yes,
so
he'll go back to Burnley and everyone will be happy. But
he won't be happy.
Mason Greenwood.
He's he coming back?
He's coming back. He is coming back. That's what they said.
That's what they said.
Besiktas wants to sign him. Besiktas.
Besiktas?
Yeah.
They're the signings of people's career ending. They're just career enders. Look, Dele Alli.
Yeah, exactly.
Who else was there? Now Greenwood. But yeah.
I bet he'll stay at United though.
You know who's so Galatasaray, right? You know Sam Adekubi?
Yeah.
Since the club he was playing at, the Hat support team, was the city that was really affected by the earthquake. He went on loan to Galatasaray, and he's been playing every single game for the best Turkish team.
Oh wow.
So that would be really good if Galatasaray would sign at Sam Adekubi, because then Galatasaray normally are Champions League. They haven't been because, like, their team is good. Let's see. They have Martins. He played for Napoli. They have who else do they have? They have Manuel Cardi. They have Zanilo.
Oh wow.
Like, they're really good players. Like Sam Adekubi starting. He's had 1 assist this season. It's quite good, but he's on loan, so it's not like they should buy him, like starting every game. Like, but his club won't be playing anytime soon. Like, they just it's kind of sad. Since when you forfeit a game, you automatically lose 3-0.
Oh, wow.
So since March 5th, let me read. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. It's kind of sad, really sad.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. But Atiba Hutchinson, his career's gone. He's so
Yeah,
old.
he's just sitting on the bench now.
Like, randomly comes on for like 5 minutes. Then randomly, he just like...
Wait, what
Not
team did
good.
you say keeps losing? 3-0, 3-0, 3-0?
Hatsaspor.
Great, how do you spell that?
I think it's Hatayysp.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, so they keep forfeiting games?
Yeah, they have to
Yeah,
forfeit.
because the earthquake, yeah.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, it's really sad. They're going to get relegated because of that.
Okay, there has to be some, like...
Because they were not close to being in relegation spots at all.
Mm-hmm.
It feels sad for them.
Yeah. So let's talk about
More Canadian players. Marco Bustos finally scoring.
Yep, coming on as a substitute when his team was losing 3-0.
He started the season. He was playing
Yeah.
every game. But that's the Swedish first division. They played the best team in the league. So, Hawken.
Yeah.
So it's not bad for him.
I mean, and it's a pretty good goal, I think I saw.
Yeah. But some other Pacific players, Diaz, not good.
Let's talk about the CPL, the Canadian Premier League.
Okay. Well, the start of the season, it's been all over the place. Like, some teams, it's quite random. Like,
It's been quite boring. I'm just going to say that now. Like, the game's been 1-1, 1-1, 1-1,
Like
1-0, 1-0.
the highest scoring game was 2-1. Because
Yep.
Ottawa beat Halifax 3-1, but that was Can-Champ. That's
Yeah.
Canadian, so that doesn't really count. But right now, if you look at the standings, Valor.
That's surprising. I'm just gonna
But
say
Valor
it now.
and Valor Pacific and Vancouver are tied for first. But
Yeah.
Valor, they lost to TSS Rovers, an
That's
amateur
shocking.
club.
That's shocking.
That game was absolutely mad.
I think what's even more shocking is that Atletico Ottawa, did they end first last season?
Yeah, they won the normal. Everyone thought they're going to be really good. But
Yeah, they're eighth. It's only been 3
and
games.
they've played
but-
the most games out of all the teams in the league, and they're last place.
So who do you think are favorites to win?
Well, I'm looking at Calgary and Pacific. They are really strong.
Yeah.
Forge, they're always strong, so it's hard to tell. But Pacific, they rebuilt and they have quite good of attack. But
Like-
Calgary are
like-
just
Pacific is a team of giants. All their players like 6'4", 6'5", 6'6".
like Emil Gastoff, he's like over 6'5".
Yep.
Didich, around 6'3", 6'5". Sean Young, around that same height.
Ongaro, 6'6".
Yeah, Daniel's like 6'2". But also, it's quite sad for Pacific is Manny Aparicio.
Yeah.
He was starting so well.
Scored the first goal of the season for them.
Yeah.
Uploaded that on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. Mix Sam Videos. Go subscribe. So yeah, I mean Sean Young, he's a good player.
Yeah. He's so young, but I think he's gonna make a move. Like
Yep.
I say he's one of the best midfielders in the CPL.
Yep.
He's a big body, he's good with his feet. He's just everything. It's quite fun to watch him.
Mm-hmm. So new team, Vancouver FC. Do you think they could rival the Whitecaps?
Yes, I think they could.
I think they
Starting the
played
season off, good
decent.
defense.
Good for a new team.
Good for
I mean, they
Yeah.
lose to They lose to Pacific, probably I'd say one of the best teams in the Canadian Premier League. Only 1-0 until the 83rd minute when Manny Aparicio scored the opener.
Yeah, and they did score an offside goal.
Yeah, and then the next game,
Beat
what?
York?
No, they lost to York. The next game they lost.
Oh, that was Can-Champ.
They lost 1-0.
That was the dumbest.
I'm just gonna say it now. VAR, where are you when we need you? Like,
If you haven't seen that, just go watch the highlights of that game, and
oh
you'll
my
be
God.
disgusted.
He touched the player's shoulder. He touched the shoulder. And the player dove in the box and all crazy. And then the ref gave a penalty. It was brutal. And then that game ended 1-0 as they...
It's quite
Scored
annoying
the
because
penalty.
Vancouver would have played Whitecaps.
Yeah.
Home.
Home, yeah, exactly.
It's quite sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vancouver.
But now, if Pacific beat TSS Rovers and Vancouver beat York, then they'll play each other.
Yeah, like Pacific, other than Calgary, they have a good route to the final because TSS Rovers, Whitecaps it's a hard game, but it's
They've done it before.
we've done it
I have a
before,
stronger team now.
and it's also a good game for the crowds.
Yeah, bring in a lot of
It's like if we lose, okay, but it's just a good game for the community.
Yep.
But for old Pacific SC players, Lucas McNaughton just got sold to Nashville.
I did not expect this at all. I mean, he came off a pretty disappointing game against, who did they play?
I think they play Atlanta, I'm pretty sure. But he scored an own goal, got subbed off at half.
It was, I wouldn't even call it. It was a really, really unlucky positioning for him in the box. It, like, bounced off two players. A player on the ground kicked it up, and it hit him in the stomach or the leg, and then it bounced into the net.
Yeah, but last season, he was really good. I
Yep.
thought, in my opinion, I think he should have gone to the World Cup.
He did go to the World Cup. He just didn't play.
No, Joel Waterman went. He went to the there was this game before the World Cup against Bayron.
And Japan, he played against Japan when they win Canada 1-2-1.
Yeah, he was on the bench for that game though. He didn't play.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah. But since Toronto signed like three new center backs, he wasn't gonna play. But then they got injured, so
He got to play a few games after that.
yeah. Then he played Nashville, and then
I think he'll get game time in Nashville.
I think he would. Yeah, I think he would.
Now, upcoming home opener for Vancouver FC in May 7th against Cavalry. What do you think that game's going to turn out to be like?
Hard game. Really
Yeah.
hard game. Calgary's a hard team, physical team. But the new stadium down at Langley Event Center,
Yep.
I think really good atmosphere.
Went there today is
Went there today.
almost built up.
Almost built up. Just all three sides.
Now, I hate the way Cavalry plays. They just play dirty football.
So bad.
And then as soon as you do, I hate this one player on Cavalry. I hate him so much.
Escalante.
Escalante.
I hate him
He is the most. He's like worse.
He's Neymar, but like CPL version, and that's just bad.
And he dives if you touch him. And if you touch him, he'll start pretend crying. And it's like, oh my God.
I hate him so much. It's crazy how much I hate him.
It's so bad.
Terrible. He's like Calgary's just.
Calgary's a good team overall. But, I mean, like.
Yeah, they're decent. They're a good team.
But I think Pacific's better, obviously. I mean, last game when they played Pacific dominated the entire
22
game.
shots on net. It was crazy. Pacific should
They should have won the game 5-0. It was.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But yeah, so it's been a good
first podcast.
yeah.
Lots more to come. Now we are going to play our outro song.
Glory, glory,